Hi, this is Lehtimaki with Chiropodist Clinic, and I have Sarah in here today. Sarah came into my office several weeks ago with complaining of pain directly underneath, kind of between the first and the second toe underneath, and with some numbing and kind of tingling and such. Now, if I'm looking at this closely, basically she's starting to get what we call a claw toe deformity, okay? Now, a claw toe deformity is when the joint, the second toe joint here, the toe starts to sit and ride up on top of the metatarsal. So then it starts to expose the end of the bone here. So you start to feel like you're walking on a lump. You were feeling sharp pain there as well. We were trying to figure out whether it was, maybe some kind of capsulitis in your roma or nerve thing. But this typically what happens is that the joint starts to get arthritic, and then the pressure, high pressure on that area that causes that bone to drop in the first place. We want to support that. Just relax your foot. So I'm just going to do range of motion, and then we'll do the next part of it. So the first thing we start with is I want to make sure you're relaxed, that your leg fall. Really hard for people to relax sometimes. And I'm just going to check all the joint range of motion. The foot has many joints in it, so I need to check all kinds of spots here. Toe lengths are good, toenails are nice. Again, we let your leg relax. Now I've got my patient on the upside down. And I'm going to just draw a line down the back of her heel. And this line is to divide the calcaneus. The calcaneus is the heel bone into two parts. And she's laughing because it kind of tickles when I do this. This is also the most important part of a biomechanical assessment. If we don't know the angle of the heel bone when we're lying down, we don't know how much range of motion is going to happen when you stand up. So right now you have an angle of deformity at the back of the heel, which is around, this one's a little different than the other one. Of course, they're opposites to one another. Okay, this one's about 6 degrees. This one's fine different. This number is very important for the mathematics when I stand her up to find out how much range of motion. This foot is different from this foot with my measurements, with my math. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when you stand up. So hold it in that neutral position. So we call it subtalar joint neutral. And I'm going to hold it here. And I'm going to capture these foot placements. Okay. All right, so we're just going to pop off the cast. It should be just dry enough to slide it off. It holds the shape of the foot real nice. There we have a nice cast of the foot. All right, so we're going to do the second one. Wrap the plaster in. It's nice and warm, eh? Feels good? Yep. All right, so we're just going to do the second foot. There we go. Get everything into shape. Okay, and hold into neutral. The one thing I like about doing cast, the plaster cast, which is the best way to do it, is to be able to spend time with my patient and get to know them. There are 3D dimensional scanners that can scan instead of the plaster cast. I feel more comfortable doing the plaster cast. Not that the 3D scans don't work. I'm just more comfortable without them. So I prefer to do it the old-fashioned way, and I find that I get excellent results because I continue to do it this way.